Hey everybody, welcome to day 4 of the vlog. My behind the scenes look as a camp speaker down here in sunny South Florida in Vero Beach at Life for Youth Camp. And as you can see behind me, just a beautiful lake behind me, lots going on. We're gonna take a little trip around the lake here, and I'm also gonna do interviews as I've done in the past videos where I am interviewing kids about something they should delete is gonna be my question of the day. And these videos here are just a great way to engage with students, and then they get to see their videos at night. I show the videos of them giving the interviews because it goes along with my message. So super excited for that today. And so let's go on over to maybe the paddle boat area, see what's happening over there.
Hey guys, welcome back to the vlog. You know, Life for Youth Camp Week 2, you know. Canaan's the best cabin, obviously.
Obviously not.
This is Allie, by the way.
Hi guys.
One of the best lifeguards at Life for Youth.
Yeah. This is Remy. I'm Amber.
But mugs are hard.
Yeah, they are. I'm kind of going.
Allie, come
So
pull
what's
me
the
in.
question for the day?
Question of the day is something you wish you would have deleted.
Something I wish I would have deleted? Probably a lot of things I would have said, honestly.
Yeah, things
Because
that
when I get mad, I tend to say things I don't mean later on.
yeah, things that I've like said in real life, not necessarily like
Yeah, I'm
texts
going.
and stuff, but definitely things that I've like said to people like in the heat of the moment.
Yeah.
Like when I'm upset, and like I hope I don't want to send those texts, so I wish I could take those back.
Well, in 3rd grade, this girl was really mean to everybody, and like I didn't really like her that much. So she asked for my number, and I gave her a fake number. And then I got in trouble for it, and I got suspended for a day.
I look like
So, hi. If I had to erase something in my past or in my life, it would definitely be to erase a few toxic relationships I had with some friends, because people are interesting, and saying the wrong words to the wrong person at the wrong time can lead to a relationship, but it's not always the best one. So saying that, I would love to erase some of my toxic relationships I've ever had.
Time my mom had 2 wine bottles in her hand, and it was like she was like this, and she's still like, and my sister took a picture of it. She sent it to me. I posted it on my Snapchat. And then she's like a principal of like a high school and stuff, and I had like some of the senior girls what's it called, snaps, you know, and they viewed it, and it went viral, and then yeah, my mom got in trouble.
Wow, that was some awesome little testimony, things that they wish they could delete. And you know, I thought for sure it was going to be like a photo or a you know, a text message, or and there was one of those, but the vast majority of things that people wanted to delete were toxic relationships. And I just thought that was a fascinating little insight there, that's what they wanted to delete. All right, so now I'm going to go back, do some editing, and get ready for tonight, and we'll see you in a little bit. And the call tonight is simple. Jesus calls you to follow him. Are you willing to deny yourself those pleasures in order to follow Jesus? Based on the fact that Jesus suffered and died for you and rose from the dead for you, that you might be free. Bow your heads. Father, I love you tonight. I thank you for your word tonight. I thank you, God, that you love us and care about us so much that, Lord, you did die for us. But, Lord, we must make a response to this. I'm going to ask the booth up there if they'll go ahead and play the last song, which is New Wine. New Wine, as our altar song. And you're thinking to yourself, well, Paul, you're asking for a lot. I'm not asking anything of you. Jesus is asking it. I'm simply conveying the message. I'm simply conveying the message. You're not joining my church. You're not joining my religion. You're not joining anything I've created. I'm simply sending a message that Jesus told me one day. I want you to follow me the rest of your life, Paul, and I want you to preach my word. And that I am doing 30 years later. No, that is no glory to me. That is simply a commitment I made in my heart because I know what Jesus did for me. And I want to continue to live for him. I want to continue to love him. I want to continue to lead as many people to him as I possibly can. I'll never pay him back. It's not about paying Jesus back. It's simply saying, Lord, this is what I want to do with my life. And while you were young, I was 17 years old when I heard God's call upon my life to go into ministry. To follow, I was 13 years old when I was called to follow Jesus. 17 when I was called into the ministry. Last year, called to go and preach in various places. But while you're young, you say, Paul, but I'm a teenager. Don't you understand? Teenagers want to have fun. I'm not telling you you can't have fun. I'm not telling you that. What I am telling you is you need to put Jesus first based on the fact that what Jesus has done for you. Now this is your decision. There's no fancy table up here to go to. There's no little props for you to use. It's simply you and Jesus right now. And if you feel the call upon your life, I'm not asking you to go into the ministry. Jesus is calling you. He's saying, look, I want you to follow me. Yes, you believe in me, but I want you to follow me. I want you to follow me at home. I want you to follow me in school. I want you to follow me online. I want you to follow me in your community. I want you to follow me wherever you are. Quit making me a camp experience and make me a life experience. If that's you, I'm going to ask you to come right now and find a place in the altar and say, that is me. Don't wait for anybody. Don't look around. If you're looking around, God ain't called you. If you're looking around, God has not called you. If you're looking around, waiting for somebody else, you are following somebody else who's following Jesus. You're not following Jesus. You're following somebody else who's following Jesus. And that's not what Jesus is asking. He's saying, I want you to follow me. I want you to be willing to give up some things so you can experience the glory I have for you. If you're a counselor, you come and pray with your kids. Man, what another fantastic service tonight. I am just wore out. Tonight we talked about deleted. And we talked about having the fact that, you know, what we covered on Monday and Tuesday, we talked about God erasing and covering up our sin with the blood of Jesus. So we talked about that, the forgetting, the erasing. Then there's our part in the process. And everything I preach, at least during a week at camp, is progressive. It's to build disciples, if I can, within a week, right? To move them from forgiveness to responsibility to then somehow, you know, moving out on their own, to give them at least a foundation. So there was no prayer stations tonight, which was fine with me after last night. Like I said, it didn't matter to me one way or another. God did what he did then, and that was perfectly fine. And so tonight we just went straight with the gospel and responded to the altar and come and kneel at the altars. They have physical altars here at the camp, which is super cool. And many kids responded. Many kids responded to that. And they just came up, and the call was to follow Jesus. And that was, you know, to not have a camp experience, but a life experience. You know, camp experiences you can only have at camp. Life experiences you can have every day of your life. And that's what discipleship is. It is the everyday experience of knowing and following Jesus. And that's what I tried to help students with tonight. So it really was. It was really, really good night for them, good night for me. And you know, there are times, you know, I told several people this today that I just did not feel like myself. I felt like last night, you know, I felt like I was not, you know, I wasn't feeling it, right? Tonight, though, I was much more in tune, much more in rhythm. I don't know if it was because I had a cup of coffee before I preached, or took a nap. All those things, which I recommend, by the way, if you're a speaker, you should take a nap in the afternoon and maybe grab a cup of coffee and kind of get your juices flowing. But yeah, that's how I kind of did my my night tonight, and I hope that you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed the vlog for today. Or the flog, I should say. But if you're brand spanking new to the channel, thank you so much. Appreciate you checking it out. And I would love for you to become a part of the community. So go ahead and hit the subscribe button at the end of this video or right down below. And I'd love to hear your comments about how you prepare for your messages. What's good for you? Naps, coffee, pre-preaching rituals, whatever you go through. I'd like to hear about them. Leave me some comments down below. And that's the air conditioner. That's it for today, guys. Hit the thumbs up button. That tells me you like the video and you want more of them. Catch you guys tomorrow. See you later.